Welcome to Politics NY with Sky. Schneps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes to get to know them. And right now with Julie, one of the best names in politics. Did she won already? Always a winner. So Julie One, tell us about yourself, Julie.
Yeah. Hi, Sky. Great to meet you. My name is Julie One, and I'm running in District 26 in Western Queens, which encompasses Long Island City, Sunnyside, Woodside, and Astoria, the best parts of Queens. And, I think a lot of us can relate to how hard this past year has been. Constantly working in sweatpants in front of our computers where we don't get to see our coworkers. And all of us as human beings are naturally relational. And what this year has done is it's limited us to quarantining, social distancing from our families, our friends, our coworkers, our loved ones. And it really had a strain on all of our lives. And if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be sitting here with you today. If I didn't witness my friends getting furloughed, laid off, seeing my parents get let go because small businesses were closed as small business employees. And the hardest part of that was during the pandemic was seeing people lose not just their income, but also their health insurance during a time when it's a really important time of life and death if you don't have healthcare access. And because of all these things of helping people sign up for their unemployment insurance, helping them with vaccine appointments, helping them with appointments for their COVID-19 testing. With my background in technology for the last 8 years, I've always been in the intersection of public and private, where I've always leveraged my technology skills and my business strategy to help nonprofits as well as government agencies as my clients and through civic service. And because of all of these things clashing at the same time and seeing the vulnerability of people who are hurting, it's led me to run for office today.
So Julie, it's District 26. That's a very competitive seat. There's a ton of people in the race. So what makes you the most qualified or the most special? Why would someone vote for you over the others?
Yeah, the ongoing joke right now is 26 for 26, that there's gonna be 26 candidates by the time that there's a ballot. Now I think we're down to 15, including myself. For
Wow.
me, I think it comes down to two things. It's personal experience, personal lived experience, like I was saying. Being a kid who grew up on public school free lunch and really understanding the importance of community and collective good, where we're really looking out for our neighbors, not just ourselves, is something that I've lived through, and I wouldn't be able to be where I am today if it wasn't for that. And because of that, I will continue to give back the way that I've been serving on the community board, the way that I serve on Queens Together, a nonprofit that services small businesses, as well as 696 Build Queensbridge, which is an anti-gun violence organization. And in addition to that, in a time like now, the same way you and I wouldn't be communicating on Zoom if we didn't have internet, I saw firsthand when I was doing food distributions in the NYCHA houses like Ravenswood and Queensbridge, how there are people, especially in Ravenswood, who don't have Wi-Fi access. Because I would see mothers with their children in the dead of winter sitting at bus stops to use Link NYC Wi-Fi so that their kids can go to school. And that is not okay. And with my technology background, I want to continue to leverage that so that we can have Wi-Fi access, not just for people who can afford it, who are middle class or wealthy, but people who are the most vulnerable, like children and seniors, can have Wi-Fi access as well during a time like now where it's so important.
So now really quick, Julie One, tell us something fun or interesting about yourself that's not political that maybe people don't know.
I really love to cook. If I could, I would do like a daily cooking show instead. I know that you had a really great time having a YouTube channel, interviewing politicians or political candidates like myself. If I could, I would do a cooking show on YouTube every single day. And there's this Japanese YouTube show that I always watch called Cooking with Dog. And this woman just cooks with her dog, and I'm also a dog lover. And I have a Korean Jindo, and I would just sit her there, and she would probably eat all the food while I'm cooking, but I would love to do that if I could.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I know it's a lot of time and energy to run for office, but now you can do everything on Zoom. So,
Yeah.
so thank you so much for being part of Chef's Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm Sky with Politics NY.